We're here.
You're 5 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, it takes an hour for everyone to get on
An
here
hour?
anyway. Let's see.
I haven't gotten any notification yet. There we go.
Where's... Let's see, I haven't found me. No one's here yet, so...
You're just me.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. Do we have anyone? 3 watching now. Wow. Oh, it's you and me. And...
One other lucky contestant.
Look at it's weird because we're backwards. How come we're backwards looking? That's crazy. Yeah, well, I guess that... Yeah, that's right. I guess that's right. We look backwards anyway at best. Hello? Hello, everybody. Someone say something. There's Dave. Hey, Dave Rice. Good to see you. And there's Barry Pierce. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Is Barry still in Lake Havasu? Let's see if we get any. And Darla Kay says, hi, Ari.
Hi, Irv.
Hi, Irv.
R-R-V.
Oh. Anyway, everybody, we thought we'd just take a few minutes and say hi.
Yes,
We've
Barry's
been
still in Arizona.
we've been pretty busy. Doing really nothing other than
We're on baby watch.
we're on baby
still.
watch, and still.
Due date's May 6th. So, and Mom's doing great. And we're happy about that. Super happy about that.
This is what I do. This.
Anyway, it is a boy. We already know that. And she already has a 7-year-old. So, they'll have 2 boys.
2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah.
And we'll have 6 grandsons and 2 granddaughters.
Yes, we will. I'm setting that over there.
We've been taking some drives. If you guys have seen our last couple of videos, we try to...
We take a lot of
It's
drives.
very
but
pretty around here, so...
The trouble is we could just show you bright green. Because that's what it is. It's just really green. And of course tonight we're on weather watch again.
Right.
It's supposed to get down to 31 degrees. It's supposed to rain. And Cage thinks he's a cameraman over there.
Hi Anna, welcome. Thanks for watching all our old videos. Whoa. And Dave, your new rig looks beautiful. Congrats
Yeah,
on that.
they got it, right?
I thought they did.
Well, no, they showed picture. You were showing pictures of one like what you're going to get. Did you actually get yours yet? And Barry's still in Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yep.
It's got to be getting warm there, huh? It was getting warm when we left there.
It's starting to get warm here too.
Yeah, well.
Except it's going to get down to freezing tonight. So.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like
But
it
the
would.
days
It's
are
70
warm.
degrees right now.
The days are warm. Can you say hi to the people, KG? Can you say hi to the people?
Can you just stay from Polly? This dog is such a goofball. He is such a goofball.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he is. Darla's been going to stay with our daughter for last weekend and a couple of weekends ago.
Right.
So Cage and I have been doing the bachelor thing. And he hasn't figured out why Mom isn't home.
Nobody enjoys my spot in bed.
Yeah, he sleeps sideways.
Spreads
and
out.
He loves every minute of it. So let's see. Did Dave say no?
No, Dave's not responded yet.
Well, he says, "Woot."
Yeah, about the grandbabies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're asking about your trailer. Did you physically get your new trailer yet, or are you still waiting on it? Respond time.
And
This is participation night.
back to you, Dave.
Back to you, Dave. There you go. Let me see. I'm gonna try to make this thing so I gotta look all over the place to do this. Okay, well, all right. Anyway, what do we got? 9 watchers.
10.
We're 10 and 4 minutes in.
9. If you, well, 8, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're on
8.
one, I'm on one.
Well, we haven't done a live in a
Yeah.
long time, and
And it's kind of early still in California, and
we're
dinner
working on
time.
our next video. It's gonna involve aircraft and gardening and
Oh, yeah.
construction and destruction and
Yep.
a lot of good stuff.
Raw 2029, hi. We'll take that blessing. Thank you.
So, yeah, we're waiting for that, and the baby thing, man, it just
Bye, Barry. Barry says, take care, guys.
well, Barry's taking off, huh?
Looks that way.
Bye, Barry. Usually we just go to Arizona and walk through a Walmart, and Barry comes walking up to us.
But we don't know who he is
we
'cause he
always
has a
seem
mask
we
on.
always seem to meet up. It's weird. I mean,
I had no idea who he was at first, though.
yeah, he's looking so old.
Yeah, because he had a mask on.
Yeah, a Batman mask, I think it was. Looked like Batman. So, we're bad people because we don't wear masks.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we just decided we can't wear them anymore. Makes me sicker wearing them. So.
Arkansas isn't requiring it, but like Little Rock will, because it's like a big town. So they're still on board with mask wearing,
But they don't really require it.
no.
They
Well,
they want you to wear them, but they don't.
Trader
require it.
Joe's requires it. I can
Yeah.
tell you that much.
But that's the company.
And so
They're doing
did
that.
so did Michael's
Yeah.
Fabric. Yeah, Leah and I went there. Anyway.
That must have made everyone mad because now there's only 6 left.
Anyway, we just thought we'd come on and get with you guys and let you know if you were interested in what we're doing. We are just kind of, we're here at Kevin Loving's in Arkansas. He and his wife have been really, really great hosts and have allowed us to stay here because all the campgrounds near our daughters are full. And if you remember, we got booted off her backyard driveway by code enforcement because one of her neighbors complained last year. And that's what made us head to Colorado. We figured, well, if we can't stay here, we'll just go work gate guarding again. So we did that till the middle of December.
Yeah.
October, we went all through October, all through November, and then halfway through December, and that was enough.
Yeah, it got so cold there, man.
Hey, Claudia! Love you, miss you.
There's Claudia.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, and it was pretty tough in Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Colorado.
Watch those
it was
videos.
not in the beginning. It was just every time
It was flies.
there was flies
That was the biggest
everywhere,
problem.
millions of flies.
We were right down the street from a feedlot.
And we
with
finally
our
got
cows.
rid of the flies, but that was at about 10 below. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and that was too much. And then we had a trailer with a water tank on it and a water pump, and everything
the
was
company
freezing.
supplied.
Yeah, and I was trying to fix everything, but I was using their design because I figured that worked, but it didn't. So, anyway,
Yeah.
we left there and things were starting to fall apart again. So
It was so cold. I've never experienced such cold in my life.
yeah, we were in New Mexico before it stopped, before there wasn't
Right.
snow.
Right.
Because I
Right.
just kept heading south. I got on the 25 and just let's just go south until we get out of this cold, because it was to the point where it was like thermal.
We
man.
came on at midnight and then we got off at noon. So it was the coldest part of the time, the 24-hour.
And everybody came in at 6
Schedule.
a.m. when was when it was the
The
coldest.
coldest. And it's an outside job, so
Yeah.
we had to be outside and trying to make our frozen fingers work on the iPad to log traffic in and out. And they kept coming and coming and
got pretty miserable. So,
Yeah.
but it's probably a great place to work in the summertime, spring, summer, fall.
I don't know about that with the flies.
Yeah, well, protein.
Yeah.
But then, and then we went to Havasu, and we were there for what, a week or two, and then we went to Quartzsite for a month,
Right.
and then we went back to Havasu,
My brother lives there, so.
and we were there. We're just going to spend a week, another week, and then leave, and then the frozen tundra in Texas happened, and there was no way we could get back. So I think we stayed an extra 2 weeks.
We were gonna go the 40, but that was out of the question.
Yeah, that was gone.
And then they just got snow so far south that we just decided and my brother's like, nah, just stay. So we did. Besides, he's in love with our dog, so.
Yeah, and I had
we did.
It's, Darla and I have decided that whenever we do anything really, really awesome to put on YouTube, we always say that when we're done, and we
Yeah,
never.
that would have been a good video.
I had the whole dash out of the motorhome on the inside and out front by where the generator is. I had it all torn down. We had a problem. We just couldn't get any kind of heat or air or anything coming out of the dash. And I had put a new blower in the thing, blower motor. And what happened is I took the old one, and they took all the numbers, and they gave me a deal. I installed it all. And before that, the thing was making all kinds of weird noises and everything else. So put that one in. It sounded really great. We thought everything was good. And then we got over to her brother's house, and I realized, man, no air's coming out. Yeah. And I thought I'd gotten the wrong motor. And I went over to the AutoZone, and or I called the AutoZone. They said, well, they gave you got the same one, right? I guess. So anyway, what had happened is the one I got was the wrong one. It was going backwards, but I tore the whole dash down.
So,
the way I found out is it was blowing into the intake. It was blowing out the intake.
Yeah.
So that's how I figured out that the blower motor was wrong. Once I fixed that, then I had to fix all the vacuum lines. And anyway, now it works. So
it works great now.
And then the air conditioning was blowing cold. And I'm going to probably do a supplement, because I did a thing about our dash air wasn't working on this thing for a while. And what I found out is the two electric fans had fried. And
which we did a video on.
I put the new fans on and got all that working, and it was working great. Well, when we were in Colorado, I guess it had gotten so cold that one of the seals had just flat out was gone or disintegrated, or it was never there or whatever. Anyway, we ended up, I pulled the lines off, and the one line that I replaced the end on, and I was fine. I put that back together, and the other one was missing an O-ring, so I put a new O-ring on it, put it on, vacuumed it, and recharged it, and now that's working good. So,
and then we had, hang on a sec, hi to Charlie and hi to Jen G. We're doing good. We're just kind of getting caught up with people. We haven't done a live in a while, so we figured we'd do that. We're glad you're here. Then we had a leaky bathroom faucet.
Yeah,
that would have made a great video too, but we just...
the shower was leaking.
Yeah.
On the back side of the shower, the cold water was leaking. And the cold water under the sink was leaking. And I mean, I could not get those things tight enough to stop leaking. So I got some new seals, and I put a new seal in the shower, and I just kept ratcheting it down, and it finally stopped leaking, but I couldn't get the one under the sink, and I couldn't get the stupid thing off.
Because of where it was located.
Yeah.
It's real tight.
So I got
You know how bathroom sinks are if you've ever tried to replace a faucet.
So we're here at Kevin's, and I told him, I need to replace these seals. I'm going to replace all these seals. But man, I said, didn't you show me a tool? He goes, oh yeah. So he gives me this tool, and you go up there and you go like this, and it comes right off, and put a new seal on it, put it back up there, and went sh-sh-sh-sh. So I mean, as soon as I got done tightening everything down,
to get up in those small spaces.
you can't get a pair of pliers up there and do anything. So I got on Amazon. I ordered my own, and I need to show that. I need to show that to people too, because on these RVs, when you get something up underneath, it's just like this: the water, replacing the water
I don't know
filter.
if you guys can see that, but that's what it is.
Let me see. I'll tell you. I don't know. Maybe a little closer.
A little closer.
There you go. Now you can see it. There you go. So that's what it is, and
There you go.
that is a miracle tool, and it extends.
It's
and
called a Tecton telescoping basin wrench.
right.
It's a miracle.
It's like a really awkward pipe wrench, and it works really really good. So got everything tight, and you don't really have to crank them that tight, but it's just you can't get anything in there to get them even snug.
So if you guys ever are camped with us, you got a leaky faucet, you know who to come to.
Yeah, well, I'm the type of guy, if somebody shows me a tool and I use it and it works, I get one right away, because and
You'll
then what
need
I
it
do is I
again.
take it, I put it in the storage, and then
Yeah,
we're
and then-
2,000 miles away
yes.
and I need it.
Yeah.
This is staying with me though. We've been working on the truck. When we were in Vegas and I had that guy doing some work, because that's when I was really sick. With I'd just gotten over the COVID and all that, or no,
COVIDs.
or no, it was before I got the COVID, but I was having problems with my diabetes thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a guy working on the truck, and kept wanting to add this on and add that on. I'm thinking, you know what, that'll live for a while, and then when I start feeling better, I'm gonna do it myself. So we put 2 new upper control arms on the truck.
Right. Which would have made a great video too.
Yeah, I made a great video. Darla and I did it. And then I've replaced the little door for the heater air conditioner in the dash, where I had to tear the dash part on the truck.
The truck is not really RV related, except that it is a vehicle that you tow behind an RV, and sometimes people want to know how to fix those things too. We do really well with our repair videos. And welcome Seymour Rivers. Thank
Yeah.
you for your nice comment.
Yeah, and then we had brown headlights. That's the trouble with these new vehicles. Of course, mine's
Well, yeah, it's
our
not
truck's
new.
a 2006, but today we waxed it because it's been
It
just.
looks good for
it looks
an
beautiful,
06.
but the headlights were just flat, and they looked like they're like the shade of a cardboard box, and the lights weren't as bright anymore, and it just looked.
And we've had them
ugly.
polished before.
Yeah.
Many
so
times.
here I learned a lesson. I'm gonna tell you the secret to the lesson that I learned. There's Kevin yelling. Anyway, I paid $60 one time to get them polished. I paid about $40 another time to get them polished, and I have polished them like 5 or 6 times myself, and spent probably $50 on products to polish those headlights out. Well, I got a brand new pair for $145. And they look beautiful.
Yeah.
And they took me about 5 minutes aside to change.
Right. And they look so good. They
and
make the
they're
truck
awesome.
look brand new again.
And they're a little bit different. So but they're DOT. That has been the biggest problem for me. Is
Right.
I don't like to buy those headlights if they're not DOT, because then they got rainbows and all kinds of weird stuff. Well, these things, man, I put them on there and they're
spot on.
perfect. They're just
great.
absolutely perfect.
Anna,
so.
you're right. When you're in the middle of doing all that stuff, all you're thinking about is get the job done. You're not thinking about, oh wait, let me go run and get the camera. But we should. We really
Well, and especially when you're doing something that you've never done before,
should. True.
most of the time.
But that's where editing comes in. I
Yeah.
can make you look like a genius, even though it might have taken 3
Except
days
she
to do
doesn't.
something.
She likes to make me look like a boob.
I do not. I do not. Yeah, hi JT. We're doing good. Watched your latest video. JT is Scenic Driveways, guys. You should check his. He has short little videos, but they're in a really beautiful place right now for the summer. So we got to meet. We got to meet up here at Kevin's with them last week. Yeah.
No, it's been a couple weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks.
I think it was a week ago Sunday they left. But anyways, they're a nice couple. We like them too.
Yeah, we had fun with them. They took us out to dinner, and which they didn't have to do, but they're
No, they
nice people. And anyway,
They've
yeah,
never been to a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Everybody has to go to Texas Roadhouse at least once.
and
And they love it.
JT says, "Oh, I always order a hamburger." he ordered this hamburger, man. It looked like it was a hamburger with a salad bar. I mean, it was just had everything on
giant,
this thing, man.
and
It was
he
a,
loved it.
this big giant thing, and I mean, I could see he like dislocated his jaw or something and shoved that thing in there and took a big old bite out. And I'm like, well, at first he didn't think he could do it, so he cut it in half, but he figured it out.
He figured it out.
He chowed down. So if you've never been to a Texas Roadhouse, got to do it. Got to do it. Really good.
Mr. Andy CM says, haven't seen Kevin in a long time. He was sitting right here, and he goes, what are you doing? Getting ready to start your video? And Bill said, yeah, we got like 10 minutes. And he's like, well, I got to go. So
Yeah, so, well,
we wanted him to stay.
We're doing, that's the video we're going to do. We're here at his place, and,
Right.
and Kevin's become, he's become quite the prepper type situation. I mean,
Yeah.
they got a huge farm here now. They got chickens.
His wife has gotten
and
a garden. He made raised garden beds. You'll see.
they got a big area for corn, big area
Right.
for watermelons.
We got plans to do a nice video.
So we're going to do a really nice video on it.
Hopefully with some drone shots if we're lucky.
Yeah, today we were going to do it today, and they were gone.
Yeah.
And Kevin's been having an issue with a tooth, so he's going to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go out there tomorrow and do some video under the chicken coops. He's got dual chicken coops. I mean, the way he's got things set up, it's pretty cool. He's working on it.
One of the chicken coops is for the chickens.
The older
and hens,
chickens.
And then the other is going to be a brooder.
Yeah, so
House.
and then when they get to a certain size, and they'll put them all together, but they're right next to the garden, so they spend all their time trying to get out.
They do, because
So
they
you
know
get
where
into
the
the
buffet
garden
is.
because they know where the salad bar is.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, they were jumping over. So he's got it up and got it topped off, and they can't get out of there. And so he's doing all this stuff, and it's
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. He's got a little tractor. I think that tractor and him have become one.
Yeah.
It's like the Matrix tractor or whatever, because he's just every time I see him, he's driving by on the tractor. So he loves his tractor.
Charlie Porch says, love Texas Roadhouse. And JT's like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
Yep. And gosh, what else have we been doing? Other than we've been over trying, we got things figured
Yeah.
out on the property. I called the guy today, the tractor guy, and I told him, I said, we're leaving here in about 2 to 3 weeks. It'd be really nice if you could at least get the tractoring done, because we'll be back sometime in September.
But here's the problem with the tractor guy. He's got other jobs that he's had lined up that he's been trying to get done, but every time he tries to get something done, it starts raining again and creates a huge mud hole for him, so he can't get out there to finish those jobs to move on to the next jobs.
It rains every other day here.
It's been very rainy.
Every other day it rains, and if it doesn't rain every other day, then it rains both days. So I mean, we get like one day, maybe
Yeah.
2 days at the most of no rain, and then I mean, out of a week we get at least 3 or 4 days of rain. So I talked to him today, and he's like, well, I'll try to just get over there and knock it out, and so we'll just have to see. Hopefully he can do it before we go, because I want to make sure, because then when we get back, Kevin's going to go over, he's going to take his tractor over, and we're going to dig some trenches, and we're going to get the water, electricity, and septic in.
Because all that stuff's there, but it's old and it's like crumbling, so it has
well,
to be
it's the water
redone.
lines are leaking and everything.
And I think the wire, it's old, and
well, there's
we'll see.
not a heavy enough wire for
Okay.
what we want to do.
you
So
gotta
we're
find the sewer line, which is I think cracked also.
and we're getting our grade done and everything for the metal building we're going to put up. So it's all in stages, because we kind of want to do this thing. We'll probably have to go a little bit in debt for the building, but I want to have everything else done and maybe have a real small payment that we can pay off in maybe a year or so. Just go out on the road and bust bud or go gate guarding or whatever we got to do to get it paid
Timar
off.
wants to know, hello, Timar, and will you be working sugar beets this year?
Honestly, I don't think so. The thing is we had what was it, 2 years ago? We decided to do
Pumpkin
pumpkins.
patch and Christmas tree lot.
So they're not real happy that I did that, and they said they want us to come back, but I don't get my job back that I had. So I don't really want to. There's so many jobs out there. We could just go somewhere. I'd rather work my way back up somewhere else. I got offered.
We also fall into that niche right now where we have to be careful how much we make, because if you make over a certain amount, Social Security takes back
Yeah, they basically
$1 for every $3 you make over a certain amount. So I don't really want to work for the government.
Yeah. So
like that.
and the thing we actually got offered. I got offered the head foreman for a sugar beet yard in Michigan. And some people we know went there and said, "Man, it was
a nightmare.
It was a nightmare for them, and it was dangerous." And the way they were talking, I told her, I said, "It doesn't sound like they have this together very well." And I didn't know how they would feel about someone like me, because East Grand Forks, man, it's a very well ran yard, and I mean, nothing is perfect when it comes to sugar beets, but.
They didn't even have safety precautions where you lock out on the machines to do anything.
They were.
It was life risky.
Yeah, it was living dangerously there, from what I understand. So we decided to do the gate guarding instead in Colorado. No hazards there other than freezing to death. But
we will tell Kevin hello for you,
yeah.
JT, and give Julie a hug as well. And Dave says their new rig is 42 feet.
You do have it then. Just saying. But you physically have it, right? You got it? Or is it, because I know you were showing a picture of it, but.
It's nice. The picture I saw
anyway. So, your sister, that's what they have, is a Grand Design Reflection, right? Yeah. So.
They just bought that too.
Yeah. So, I to give you just a little advice, Dave, on those. They have that, what do they call it, Schwimmer or whatever it is, slide out thing. So be real easy on those slide outs. Real easy. Ours is same way. Ours is kind of gentle, so we help pull it in and we help push it out. So we don't,
Right. We like physically.
Yeah, we physically help push
hand.
it out. We help pull it in, and we don't have any problems with it, because we do that, I think. And in any of these RVs with multiple slide outs, we only have one, thank God. But with slide outs, that's always, man, they could be a real problem. If you just leave them out all the time, or you leave them in all the time, you'll never have a problem. But it's when they go in and out. Well, you can, but you can only go 45 miles an hour. And you have to stay in the slow lane. And you can only do 35 with your awning out, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Anyway, I read that somewhere or something. Dave says we're waiting on a rig move so we can have a few days off. That'll be nice. So Dave and his wife have been gate guarding for, I think, 2 years.
Well, it's been over a year, yeah.
2 years, because it was...
Well, about a year and a half. Because
they left after... You
year,
tell us. How long, Dave?
About a year and a half.
They've been gate guarding a long time.
But, well, how long did Peggy and...
9 and a half.
I think...
No, because they've been off for about a year.
About 9.5 years, yeah. But they managed in 9.5 years to pay. They had some things they needed. They got everything paid off, bought some land, put a nice mobile home on it, and were able to just kind of retire. So, he makes me nervous when he does that.
I know. The cage keeps jumping down and up and down around the tripod and the camera and the wire, and yeah. But he likes going on the dash to see the world.
Yeah. He lives up on that dash. I don't know how he does it when the sun's out.
Since February last year. Okay.
Yeah, so about almost a year and a half then, or well, a year and a couple of months. Yeah, so tell him, Dave, it's been good for you, right, Dave? But in the beginning, Dave was like, I don't know if I could do it. I said, man, you could do it, and I knew he could, and he could do it. So it's, I mean, if you can walk in and out of your RV, you can do it. That's the, and people that have a hard time getting in and out of their RVs, they put the awning out, and they put a table, and they put a chair, and they, if it's cold, they'll put a little electric heater out there or whatever, you know, a fan when it's hot, and they just sit outside most of the time they're during their shifts. So
Dave says, been 24-hour gates since June of last year.
yeah.
Oh, and JT says he and Joanne are thinking Scenic Driveways of buying some land for home base
In Arkansas.
in Arkansas. That's what I said.
Well, we like it here.
We love it here.
And Cove, I should have said that. Anyway.
It's awesome. I was just crazy nervous at first, Dave says, about gate guarding.
Do what?
About gate guarding, Dave says that it was he was crazy nervous at first, gate guarding.
Yeah.
What after about, I don't know, your first hour, you're like, piece of cake, I can do this. I could do this all day and all night. Hey, Makio!
All right.
How are you?
I don't see her yet. There she is. Hello. So there's one of our old timers, huh?
Yeah, one of the originals.
One of the original subscribers to our channel.
Makio's gonna get out there and she's gonna be in Quartzsite soon.
No.
Yeah.
No, why would she want to ruin a record? Yeah, you need to come. We had a good time this last year. This last year we had a fire
Almost every night.
except for when the weather was real bad.
Yeah, which was awful.
I spent $150 on wood, and I know a lot of other people spent some money too. But
Well, that's some good wood.
we had good wood though. It wasn't in the campground.
Hey there! Are you coming in to say hi?
Coming in to say hi.
People are
there we go.
requesting you.
Come on in.
Woo! Come
No,
on, KG.
Just discussing me.
Yes.
Here comes
Hey, look at there.
here comes Farmer Kevin.
Have a seat.
Well,
No, over here.
Go right here.
Let's sit over here. You're not on camera over there.
No, I'm gonna be right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
KG, you just come.
well, we got watching, Bill.
Well, we got JT's on there.
Oh, hello, JT.
And Makio says, "Hey, old geezer."
Yeah, there you go.
And we got Dave Rice. I think you met, no, I don't know if, no, you didn't meet Dave.
Well, that's all right. It's good to be in person here, so I can do my trolling right here in person.
Yeah, this is our,
Shouldn't have to type it out.
this is Economic Refugees
I'm gonna type it out.
official troll right
Yes.
here.
Yes. Kind of got that troll look about me, don't I?
It's the suspenders.
Yeah, yeah.
The-
That's
the
it. That's
overalls.
It. That's it. Well, I just thought I'd come over and say hello. See if I could correct any of Bill's misinformation that he's putting out over here.
Yeah, I was talking about how
Zuckerberg sends me a check just to make sure that he don't say the wrong things, you know.
I thought you were sending him money.
No. He knows. He knows. You know, he's got them spies in all the right places.
All right, let's see here. JT Cage is great. He says he loves that little dog. Makio says #1 OG fan here.
Yeah.
And Raw2029 says hi. And let's see.
Love the hat.
JT also says hi. Raw2029 says love the hat. We do too. I think you got that in Quartzsite.
I got it in
yeah?
Quartzsite.
Yeah. you
Yes.
did.
Yes, I did. In fact, I've had to replace it. They do sell them on Amazon.
Mr. Andy CM says, good to see you, Kevin.
Oh, it's good to see you too.
You
All
know,
them people. I don't remember Andy. Maybe I did. You know, I'm getting old and my memory is slipping. So, you know, I just read a quote by George Burns the other day. It says, first you forget faces. He says, then you forget, you know, he says, first you forget names, then you forget faces. Then you forget to zip up, and he says, and eventually you forget to zip down.
yeah, and then you
So-
can hide your own Easter egg.
Yeah. There you go. So that's kind of where I'm at. So if y'all forgive me if I don't remember.
You know, the good
everybody.
thing about it though is everybody you meet's a new person.
Yes, that's right.
You,
That's
you,
right.
you don't have any friends because everybody's your new friend.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to the White River. I am
Yeah.
fleeing this place and going to the White River for 6 weeks this summer.
Taking a
So,
vacay.
Yes, finally going to get back in my camper again.
It's about 40 miles that way, right?
Yeah, about 140 miles.
140 miles.
Yeah,
Don't want to get too far away.
yeah, Ozarks.
You might have to come home and cover your
Well,
vegetables
well,
so they don't get cold.
That's what happened last year. Is I just didn't go far enough away.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And then you're going in December. You're going to Quartzsite.
well,
Yeah,
see, Bill
that's
keeps
right.
saying that kind of stuff. I doubt it because that's across the state line, and who knows what the government will be doing by then. They'll probably have troops on the state line by then. Anyway,
Yeah, but you have overalls. They're
Yeah.
going to say, "Come on, buddy, come on through."
yeah.
It's going to be with the belt buckle. My belt buckle. They're
Yeah,
going
well-
to pull me out and beat me with sticks.
Well, we get to New
Dave-
Mexico, and we're both in trouble.
Dave
so.
Rice says he loves him some Okie-alls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Them overalls have gotten me through a lot of bad tights in life. let
Dave
me tell
wears
you.
them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe that's why I liked him.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't like him anymore, but I used to.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
I don't like him.
Well,
He loves
they
him.
only work for so long.
Yeah, then you find out.
Yeah, that's right. But the thing about overalls is everybody who sees you in them, they underestimate you,
Yeah.
and that's a good position to be in, is to be underestimated. Then when you pull that 44 Magnum out from from behind your overalls, there, the underestimation is over.
Yeah.
You look like such a nice guy.
I think they're just estimating whether you're going commando or
Yeah,
not. Is
yeah,
what it is.
maybe that's it. Could be. Well, I'm not exactly dressed to the nines tonight because I have been out doing wife duties. We have a late freeze coming on here in Arkansas. This is the latest I ever knew of a freeze in Arkansas, but they're calling for freezing conditions tonight. We've got raised bed gardens in. My wife has flowers everywhere. Bill's going to make a video. You'll see all the flowers. Julie's big into flowers. We got gardens going, and we got to cover all this stuff up.
Yeah.
We got huge
bad.
amounts of time and money expended getting it where it's at, and we don't want it to kill overnight with the
Right,
freeze.
right.
So,
I think people will be amazed because
I know they will.
2 years ago this was just a dirt field.
yeah, yeah,
And now it's a farm with animals and all kinds of things growing, and he's got a great big huge shop. And I don't want to give too much away because we're going to do a video, but
Well, it all can be summed up with a simple little song. Green Acres is the place to be. He told us that years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't believe him.
you know what, he hated making that show.
But they're
Did you know that?
they're believing it now. By gosh, I'm telling you, it's we are in the catbird seat as far as I can tell. And
Somebody says fishing.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, fishing.
And then JT says, "Oh, gee, this is sad. I wish I had a firearm. I lost all mine in a boating."
Yes, yes, I've heard that. I understand now that the ATF is making people that carry firearms on boats put life preservers on them, JT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
or magnets.
Floaties.
Yes, little floaties.
Yeah, yeah.
So that I don't know. if that'll
Mikio
fly or
says
not.
it's flipping hot in California right now.
Well, it ain't here.
It's freezing in Wisconsin, raining in Florida.
Well, it's 64 here right now.
Well,
it's nice right now.
that was all expected weather, what you just mentioned. But Arkansas has had some tremendously unusual weather this year.
I think so.
We had 20 inches of snow, and it is unbelievable. And in all of the years that I lived here, we never got more than a dusting of snow.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was nothing. And to get 8 inches one day and then 12 the next, this winter, it was just astounding.
And you know why, right? Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
The
Yeah.
chemtrails.
I was telling Bill that I'm sure glad that we didn't live in the 1800s because to affect the weather back then, they had to use muskets to shoot them chemtrails up in the air to make the weather odd.
No, they used to hook these little blower things on the legs of pigeons.
Oh yeah, they did that.
They turn them loose.
Well, anyway, I don't know for what reason it is, but we're having some strange weather here, and
Unprecedented.
well, we're having an unprecedented president too
Oh,
at the
that-
same time.
yeah.
We're
But
gonna go there? Because
no,
Mikio just said he's totally PC all the time. And Mikio would know because Mikio tunes into everything.
yes.
Everything we watch.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, you know,
Well, Bill is always he. Let's just say that in person you might find him a little different, or your topics of discussion might be
Like
altered
I
a little
said,
bit
lots
than
of
the
stuff
YouTube.
winds up on the editing floor.
When I brought up,
but that's, you know what though, it's not with everybody.
When
I
I,
mean,
was
I don't
in, when
tell a
I
lot
was
of
in
bike.
Brookings, I brought up some, I don't know what they were. Some of them he-she's, and he quickly shushed me, shush. So anyway, we have all kinds of discussions around here, folks. You just wouldn't believe it.
We do.
But,
Well, you know, when you're from California,
yes,
you learn to not say certain things.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Because that's where the politically correct stuff began.
Yes.
And Arkansas is about. Well, I'll tell you, in Arkansas, the big thing right now are those big speakers that go boom, boom, boom in the pickup trucks when they drive by you.
Yeah.
And that was about 25 or 30 years ago in California.
Right.
So that'll tell you the progression.
Well, we're proud to be behind.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
proud to be behind.
You're leading from behind.
In fact, we're trying to get more behind
Yeah.
as we go. If we could get back 50 years, that'd be even better. Of course,
You don't like indoor plumbing, do you?
well, you know what? It don't stop up when it's not indoor, brother.
Yeah,
And
as long as you dig the hole deep enough.
yeah, that's right.
If
That's
you
right.
don't
You
dig
don't
it
have
deep
no
enough,
you
it's-
don't have no plumbing problems.
You won't
right
have
there.
a place to sit down,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, you don't need the plumbing snake with the outdoor plumbing.
Seymour
And-
says the thumbnail for this video is a shot of your knees.
It is.
We had some trouble.
What's the matter?
I'll
the
fix
It
shot
should
in
have
there.
been you.
I know. Yeah, he had the last picture. And
We took like 4 or 5 pictures. I hate that thing because it goes, counts
It
down.
happens so quick. You're just like, it takes a picture.
Marcia Mapes is here. Hi, Marcia.
Hey, hello, Marcia.
Let's see. Nail on the head. That's Dave said that.
Yeah, talking about what you guys been talking about.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
we got this running over here.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
if you want
Okay.
to read the comments.
Yeah.
there we
What
go.
about Teresa? Anybody here from Teresa?
Teresa Burr?
Yeah.
Haven't seen her.
But
on
she
here
don't
in a
know.
while.
You don't get
Yeah.
on the.
If she's
you don't
on
get
here,
on.
she's quiet.
Yeah. If you're on here, Teresa, say hi.
Yes.
course-
I wonder about you. What become of
we
you?
only got 19 people watching, and 2 of them were us.
Well,
you
went-
see how popular we are.
yeah, you went to
And
Texas.
since you've been on here,
Yeah.
we've lost one.
yeah. Well, he went to get the crowd.
We had 20. Now we're down to 19.
Well,
Oh, well.
you
We
people,
have this thing where we try to get rid of everybody.
Yes.
That's the name of this
Yes.
our channel.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Get rid of everybody, and then you won.
Well, you're doing it wrong, man. You're supposed to have the little $sign thing, and they're supposed to be donating money to
Yeah,
you.
see, we don't. do
E-
that.
Every other sentence, they're supposed to be donating you $20.
Yeah, I see that all the time.
Yes, you're doing it wrong.
If I'll tell you what, if we were relying on YouTube for for our finances,
Right.
we'd be starving. So
Don't let him tell you
we're
that
not
stuff.
we're not
Eh.
looking. We don't have a Patreon. We don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's for guys that have 180,000 people watching them
million.
making $10,000 a
A
month.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they need that Patreon stuff. So
Yeah.
And they get it.
I haven't got to watch a lot of YouTube in the last couple of years due
You've
to
been busy.
other obligations.
Yeah.
But I used to follow a lot of those people, and I was quite amazed that they had any subscribers. But they, of course, I would kind of follow along just to see what they were up to and all that kind of stuff. And I never knew in my life that so much money could be made talking about stuff like pooping in a can and cleaning out black tanks and all that kind of. Who knew? Who
poop
knew?
sells. Poop
Yeah.
sells.
Yes,
man.
yes. I mean, the poop videos were everywhere. I mean, in fact, that was the first video people did right out of the bang, out of the box, poop video.
Yeah.
So,
We've
Anyway.
done ours.
Well,
Yeah.
dumping our black cake is still one of our most popular
well,
videos.
yeah. Oh, John did his.
Yeah.
He did his. John. In fact, I don't even think you can have an RV YouTube channel if you haven't done a poop video.
But see, John used smell-o-vision,
Yes,
so
yeah.
his is more lifelike.
yeah.
If you smell a tube.
Well, we got to visit with John when he came by here. It was sure good to
Was
meet
great.
him.
Yeah.
And
And
him and
Joanne.
Joanne, they were great. And they did a video of their place that they're staying at. It looks like the biggest KOA I've ever seen.
It's real pretty, real green.
Big. Have two parking areas.
He's talking about Scenic Driveways in case you guys are
Yes.
Yeah, he's. I think JT's still on there. Yeah, JT the trash collector.
Yes.
He's already
yes.
out tricked.
Yes.
He's already cleaned up half the state.
Right.
He's
I
only
had
been
to-
there a day.
I had to confiscate his clippers when he was here. I got little grabbers.
Oh, yeah. For the
Yeah,
trash,
well,
yeah.
he'd be a busy camper
yes,
around here.
yes, he would. Yes, he would.
A real busy
He
camper.
says, I'm so broke my cash bounces.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody is doing well,
Which
and I hope
generator?
everybody is set up for their summer jobs, and they've all got good jobs. But we're in a changing world, changing environment, and I also hope that everybody has made provisions for themselves, just in case
Yeah, by the way,
we have some issues.
we're going to Montana. Kevin's trying to talk us out of it. He's wanting us to stay here forever and
Yeah.
never leave.
He's welcome to
Ever.
stay. Yeah, he's welcome to stay.
Yeah, see?
So,
Okay.
you know, we don't,
News at 11.
we haven't rushed him out.
No,
or
he
anything
hasn't.
like that.
This is
So-
this is a really gracious guy, and JT came here and stayed, and yep.
We had fun.
So if you have a camper and you're on YouTube, you got it in.
No, I've got to like you. At least start out liking
Gotta
you.
like you.
You got to at least start out liking you.
Look at
So I designed this place with a full hookup site
yeah, we're under a big canopy.
and a 2/3 hookup site on the other side. So for that very reason,
Plus
so
you
I could
got a
have
long hose.
friends over here. They got water over there. I got water and electricity. I
talking
just don't
about
have
the
sewer.
dump hose.
Yeah.
You got a long dump hose.
Well, the problem is, Bill, is it's going uphill. So that's the problem.
But not if you have a macerator.
You'd have to get out and walk your tube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to.
Yeah. Well, we were going to put a sewer on that side, but it came so close to the time that they were going to pour the concrete for the shop. Me and Will just didn't have it in us to do it. We just didn't. And
Yeah,
I
we
said,
need to
"That's
get
all
Will on here sometime.
yeah,
Will, I'm going to tell you something about Will. Will had an accident, and he lost his arm from here down.
Tell them who
And-
Bill is.
That's his son-in-law, and he lives here too. This is a getting to be quite the commune here.
yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Will, you got to get out of his way, because this guy, he can do anything.
Yeah.
He really can. He is very powerful. Very powerful guy for a guy
He
with just
will
one arm.
work you to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
He-
The only fights that we've ever had is when I told him, "Will, quit, stop working." Okay, that's the only ever argument that we ever had.
He was
Me too.
definitely,
Yeah. Yeah.
But you told me to quit when I'm starting.
Well.
The first thing I do, you go, stop.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's
JT also says Kevin told me not to pick up trash on his property because I might throw something away that he needs.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Listen, we're about gluing the sawdust together around
Yeah.
here, as high as lumber is. Fortunately, we bought all of our lumber last year, but it is outrageous. Listen, a sheet of plywood. I walked through the plywood aisle at Lowe's the other day, and I was astounded. A piece of 1/2-inch CD plywood's going for like $65, and I can't believe it. Had we built this year instead of last year,
Yeah.
or year before last, we would have been in trouble. It would have raised our expenses tremendously. So thank goodness we didn't realize it, but we had perfect timing on it. But it's one of those things that God just blessed us, and we just happened to be at the right time. Anyway, it was so rainy that year, I kept thinking, man, we should have waited till next year. But as it turned out, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, because it snowed.
Yeah. We just
And
got.
hi, Liza Jane. It's good to see you on here.
Yeah,
And
and
Susan Perry.
and one thing
She's from
about
Montana.
there's like one rule in Arkansas, and the one rule is don't complain about anybody
Anybody's
else's
trash.
place. It's none of your business. And if the guy next door is running a junkyard and the guy across the street is saving, he goes dumps his trash once every 5 years, you don't say a word, because here I can park here and I don't have to worry about being run off. In my daughter's place, the neighbors, man, they got hotlines to the
to the city
city
inspector.
code inspector guy, and the guy actually came out and he told me, he goes, I've seen you were here, because this was during the COVID thing and I just happened to have it. And he said, you guys didn't look like you were bothering anybody, but we got complaints, and
I felt bad for him because he didn't want to do. He didn't want to kick us off. They gave us a week to get out, and we did.
Well, I
Jason
live
and,
in a rural county,
Oh, yeah.
in
Jason
a
and
in a
Amanda.
rural county in a rural state, and there is literally no building codes here.
yeah,
We built the way we did because we wanted a good building, but there wasn't some city guy out here trying to tell us how to build something. Now they do have inspections on the sewer system. The federal government is very concerned about what happens
To your
what
poop.
happens to
To
our
your
poop here in Arkansas. But once you get through that, you really are done with the inspectors, and you build in. Of course, we built above code, above any code that I know of, and but at the same time, that freedom, folks, is freedom to be something that somebody else doesn't like. Okay, that's the way we look at it here. I don't keep my place the way somebody else might keep their place, but I have the freedom to keep my place, and they have the freedom to keep theirs. And we try to be good neighbors, and we are good neighbors. I know my neighbors, and they know me. And if one of us needed help, the other one will step in and do it. So I'm very thankful to live here in a place that's still. We're not 100% free. We're not free as the founding fathers, but we're about as close as you can get in this country, living here, to being able to live a free life. If I want to shoot a gun, you know, if I ever borrowed one, I don't actually have any guns, but if I
One
wanted
rule
to,
on that: tell Julie you're going to fire them.
You know, you can go shoot a gun. You know,
I fired a gun here, and I looked around. I didn't see Julie, and she was in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll never
she had
shoot a
two
gun.
potted plants in her hand, and they went up.
Well,
Became unpotted plants.
I was on my way out there to tell her anyway. But anyhow, but I am very thankful to be able to live here, rather than many places in the United States.
Trey's on here.
Hey,
Trey!
Hi, Trey. How you doing, buddy? He goes, I am so sorry. I almost missed you all. We did announce it about an hour ago on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Try to do that.
yeah, we wanted to give
Life
a
gets
little bit of a
busy,
heads
too,
up.
though. Sometimes you're not with your phone all the
Hey,
time.
look at that, 28.
There you go.
We're doing better.
Well, word's getting out that I'm over here.
Yeah.
That's it. They need to hit them thumbs up. Hit the
But
thumbs up.
That's You know
hit
what?
the thumbs up.
Wait, she just sent a thing, free donuts. If you want.
Free donuts. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Jason and Amanda are on their way to South Dakota right now. They're in Oklahoma, and she says it's freezing there.
Oh yeah. That's,
yeah, it's supposed to snow there
Listen,
tonight.
I lived in South Dakota for 10 years. I can tell you, this is the worst time of year because they have these false springs. It'll start warming up, and you'll start getting in the mood, and then wham!
Just
You
kidding.
get hit with a blizzard. You know.
Yeah.
I mean to tell you, you couldn't plant a garden there until the end of May. End of May. I'm telling you, that was the only safe time to plant it.
Short growing.
So in a short story, the way we met Kevin is we were doing a job in Wisconsin, and my daughter was getting married, and we decided to leave early, and then there was a little conflict there with the campground, but I mean I understand their point. Hopefully they understood
but they knew
mine.
when they hired us that we were going to go to her wedding.
But anyway, we left early.
Right,
and,
Jason and Amanda?
Yeah, Jason and Amanda were there. And we left, and we were doing a live, and Kevin got on there and said, hey, come to South Dakota and visit, and we'll come stay a few days with us. And we had never done that, and Darla and I talked for a minute, and I actually called him and said, okay, we'll come and see you. And
He told us you wore overalls, so
Yeah.
we were like, okay.
we're like, okay,
There
if he
you go.
wears overalls, he's got to be all right.
Yeah.
Right?
So anyway, we went there, and they opened their house to us then. So
Yes.
Kevin's been really good to us. I don't know why. I don't wear overalls.
It's because he loves Cage.
Well, I'll be rewarded in heaven, Bill.
You will.
You know, he's taking care of people from California, the poor, wretched people. Anyway,
I
you know,
don't
the
know.
Bible tells us to take care of the folks.
After 10 and a half years, you're kind of over that.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get,
He ain't
eventually
never
you
out
got
of
to
it.
wear
Listen,
it
he's a
off.
Californian till the day he dies.
Well,
He has that California.
I still I gotta watch every wedge surfer video
Yes.
on the
Right.
internet, on
Right.
YouTube, because I used to go there. I didn't surf
it-
there. I
it's-
body surfed there.
It's
You
in their DNA.
Back
people,
in the
I'm telling
old
you.
days, you didn't try surfing there because you'd be a dead man because it's like 20-foot waves directly into the sand. But anyway, believe it or not, when I was a young kid, I surfed that whole coast.
So
when I was a young
Jason and
kid.
Amanda's comment too, working in Wisconsin, no comments.
Yeah. Well, some of them places, from what I understand, now I've never worked them, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't last near as long as Bill and Darla did. I think I would have been gone and pretty quickly. I always put a high premium on happiness, not just money. Happiness had to come into the equation too. And a job is a contract between two people, and it's only good when both of the people are enjoying it. And the minute that it's no longer good for both parties, they need to part ways.
We did.
Yeah, that's right. That's one of the reasons that I like the RV lifestyle as good as I do, because you're expected to part ways.
You know, Jason and Amanda, the night we left, they had to work a double shift
Yeah.
because they had to work our shift.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
Let me see there, fella.
I don't know. We've had some really great jobs RVing, and we've had some bad jobs RVing, and we've had jobs that have been really good that we worked for a long time, and then we quit working them. So you know, it's just, I mean,
Buddy, you can't go like
it's like sugar beets. I mean, I really love sugar beets. What I didn't like about sugar beets is being a foreman. Every time that you know, the weekends came when we were going to get the premium days, they would
you have to wait.
they would call work off, and I used to say, "Oh, are we shutting down for high wages?" And I told the head guy that one time, and he said, "I hope you're not telling people that." And I said, "Why not?" And he kind of got a little heated about it, but I explained to him that people travel 2,000 miles to come here and do this job, and it's not cheap to drive a diesel pusher, or even, I mean, you're only going to get 8 or 10 miles to a gallon pole in a trailer, and you drive all that distance, and then you don't get you get the regular hourly wage, you don't get the good wages, and it's just not fair to do that to people. So anyway,
Trey says they sold their fifth wheel and bought a truck, and now they're doing the awful search for a travel trailer. This is the guy you need to talk to about travel trailers. 100%.
Trey knows.
100%.
He knows what the good one from a bad one is.
Yeah.
I did a lot of research before I bought my trailer, and I'm very happy with my choice still. And that's been 3 years ago now. Of course, I only got one. I lived in it practically an entire year. While we were building this place, I had it parked here and was living in it. And very pleased with the travel trailer and the performance that it's given me. It hadn't been perfect. Nothing is, but it's been pretty close to perfect.
And
Holiday
Scenic
Rambler and diesel
Driveways
push,
has the same one. JT and Joanne.
Yes, yes, they do. Well,
Scenic
the
Driveways.
same brand. Ours,
Yeah.
I think ours actually is the
Same
same
brand.
year model, but his
Different
his
floor
has a
plan.
rear kitchen and mine doesn't. But they're both the 24-foot trailers, and I don't know of a better built travel trailer than that. However, in today's market, I have no idea what's even affordable. These were expensive back then, but you were getting a heavily insulated travel trailer that you could take to cold weather and stuff like that. So for what you were getting, I didn't think it was expensive. But anyway, the market is completely a mess now because, you know, they were, my gosh, a year ago you could get on the internet, find a used travel trailer for almost nothing.
Not now.
And
now people are going on to these lots and pulling these things out of the woods and tearing them down and redoing them. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the aluminum doesn't rot; it's everything else. You know?
Right.
Well, mine has the aluminum studs in the walls. It does have wood beams above the walls, but it has the aluminum studs in the walls. And I'm so thankful that I've got it, because I do intend to travel with it again. I'm at this point right now. I'm not venturing out of the state because of all of the craziness that's going on. But I will eventually, if I can have a modicum of faith that things will be okay to travel, I will eventually go travel again. I want to go to the Rocky Mountains. They're calling me, as the sign says.
Go up through Eisenhower Tunnel. You know where that is?
No.
Yeah, it's like 9,000 feet, and you go through a mountain.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like what, 2 or 3 miles long. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come out the other side, and then you go down to Grand Junction. You go
Ducky
from the
Detours.
different
Oh yeah, I
sides.
bet I've been through it, and I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Years ago, I
Ducky
lived in
side.
Pueblo, and
70.
we traveled up there.
Highway 70.
Yeah. I want to go to Wyoming, and I want to see the Grand Tetons. I've never seen the Grand Tetons. And get over there toward Trey's area.
Yeah,
And
that would be nice.
I want
Free food over
I want to
there.
see that. I want to see that part of the Rocky Mountains, and I'm going to do it if the political situation will get in such a way where I can travel and feel reasonably confident that I'll be left alone. So
We have a pervert on here right now.
Right.
do we?
Yeah. Doug, we're laying in bed watching you. LOL.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Doug. I'm calling
You
you.
people from the West are quite different from us Arkansans, let me tell you.
That's Vegas, baby.
Yeah, Vegas.
He's
bet
the only
I
one
bet
who-
he don't only wear clothes. Does he?
He's the only one that talks about it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
He'll
what he
tell
does
ya.
in Vegas, the whole world knows.
I bet
All of a
Doug.
sudden, we jumped at the 40,000 watching right now
Yeah.
because Doug's on here. They want to know about what he's doing in his bed.
Yeah. Well, I just stopped to say hello.
Yeah, I could tell. It's been
We're
2 hours.
happy.
Yeah.
Happy
And,
you did. We've been on an hour already.
Yeah,
and
time's fun when you're having flies.
yeah.
We miss you guys. It's hard because and this has been going on for a year now. When you're not doing anything, it's hard to have any content to post for you guys. And we know that you're wondering what's going on with us, but it's the same thing as what was going on the last time.
And
the
when
time
we
before,
do have
and a year
content,
ago.
when we're all done doing what we're doing, then
We're
we
just like,
realize
we
we
should have filmed that.
Listen, the
we do
reason
that
they
a
don't
lot.
have any videos is because their bill is a tightwad and won't buy one of those cameras that you stick to your forehead
Oh, yeah.
and walk around all over and just and post all of these just
Right.
everything,
But
everything.
they would love that.
You know,
They
yeah.
really
I
would.
have one, but I can't get the suction cup.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stick.
there you go, there you go. Anyway, we can.
Keeps falling off.
I've got a good drill. We can absolutely.
Or a stapler.
Yes. We can get it.
But
on
you got to
there.
get all the way
But-
into the skull.
But he's going to do one for around here and show what we've been up to. He actually did a video here about a year and a half ago when he was here, and we had some of this stuff done, but we got a lot more of it done since then, and
Yeah.
y'all will be shocked.
You will.
We've turned into a pretty much a, I guess that by
It's a
any
homestead.
a homestead, I guess
Yeah.
you could call it. I don't know.
It's
And
beautiful.
JT has a special request. He wants you to bless him whether he should have a Confederate flag because he's in the South now.
JT, I don't own a Confederate flag, and I wouldn't own a Confederate flag.
We have a Confederate blanket.
I'm not a Confederate flag kind of guy. When I was, I don't.
He has a
think there's-
BLM flag.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but at the same time, it's not for me. I'm a kind of a welcoming guy, and there's people who think that flag means things that it doesn't mean. So I choose not to. Not that I particularly think there's anything wrong with it. I don't. But I was raised in the South, and I know all of the implications things can have. You know, things change over the years. At one time, gay men happy. It don't mean that no
True.
more.
That's true.
So
Oh, it means don't drop the soap.
yeah. Well,
Moving on.
yes. Now we're gonna have to. Golly, I tell you, Bill.
You can
Thank
edit
you,
that out.
Anna.
That Bill.
Thank you, Anna, for saying you loved our 10-year video. I can't believe how fast 10 years went. It is.
And you know, when we were done, there was so much more we could have put in there, but it's just the thing is that you know, as you get older, your memory gets really bad. You know, I mean, there's lots of things you forget.
Well,
That's why you should write down notes.
Bill has spent
Read
10
off.
years breaking stuff on this motorhome. If there wasn't nothing broke, he'd
Right.
break it.
Right. That's
So
why
that he
we
would be
bought an
working
older
on it.
motorhome, so we
Yes,
have content.
yes, he constantly breaking things.
I'm always
Okay.
upgrading everything.
Yeah, you
that I
upgrade.
break,
Yeah.
though.
It's- Anyway,
McHugh says, I've been in isolation since December 2019. I don't know what you mean, darling. Nothing new to report. But that's about right. That is
Well,
about right.
I'm gonna probably send a little video from the White River to Darla, and let her post it for me after I'm up there. You won't even recognize me. I intend to. I
It's
expect
gonna wear a suit.
I expect my face to hurt from smiling. I told Julie, my wife, that when I got back, I'd be like one of them astronauts. I'm not even gonna know what went on. I'm not connecting to the internet. I'm just gonna make my phone calls and then turn my phone off and actually get up there and
All these worry
enjoy it.
lines up here,
That's
they'll
right.
all be all gone.
That's right. I'll be a new man.
Yep.
I'll be happy.
You taking roofie?
No, I'm not taking roofing. No.
He has the most beautiful dog I have ever seen. That's one thing that's going in this video.
Yeah.
Rufus.
And Reba, they're the same kind of dog, but one is like 5 feet tall, and the other one's a little itty bitty
Yes.
fur ball.
Yes.
Miniature.
Both
And
miniatures.
she's lover baby.
Well,
she is wonderful. She's a neat little
I've
dog.
got probably the largest miniature Australian Shepherd
Yeah.
that there ever was created, and I've got the smallest Australian
I
Shepherd.
agree.
And they just it worked out that way. And
They're sweet
course,
dogs. We love them.
when you get old, your dogs become your kids, folks.
And
And I have had dogs and I've had kids, and I can tell you, dogs mind better than kids.
yeah,
But
So-
you're not taking them on the vacation.
you haven't
I'm not taking
haven't dealt with Cage much.
Yeah, yeah.
Cage goes out here about every couple days, and Cage would get running as fast as he can, and Rufus would just go by, do a flyby over him, and he just comes out rolling. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah, you could spend a lot of time laughing at these dogs around
Yeah,
here.
there's like
And then-
10 or 11 dogs on the property, and
Yeah, well,
and then there's
yeah,
4 or
yeah,
6 next
over there,
door,
yes.
and they all come over here to poop.
We are dog people around
Yeah.
here.
If
Dog
you don't
people.
like dogs, this is not a
Yes,
good place to go.
yes, we are
Wrong
dog
place.
people. We
We
have
love dogs.
dogs, and I've got no apologies to make. So, you know, people come in and say, well, if you don't like dog hair, don't sit on the couch. You know. So, anyway, we are. Those dogs are wonderful to us.
They make you laugh, they
Yes.
make you cry
Yes.
from laughing too much.
They
They
are.
give you so much love.
Yeah, I love doggies. I was raised by a pack of dogs, so that's how I grew up.
JT says
I
Bill
thought-
just refixed his stuff because he forgot he already fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that wasn't a pack of dogs that raised him. It was a pack of wolves that raised him
No,
over in
stop.
It was
California.
the
Boston
dingo.
Terriers.
It was the dingo.
Yeah.
I was raised by 2 Boston Terriers. I swear that
Yeah,
was.
Disney made a movie about that.
They
didn't
were
it?
my brother and sister as a kid, and if I hadn't had those dogs, I would have been an only child.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
I understand. I've often thought that if my dog didn't love me, I wouldn't be loved by nobody.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Trey says his Labradoodle goes everywhere with them. She's better than many humans. We understand each other.
absolutely, absolutely, they are absolutely predictable what they're going to do and what they're going to want. You can predict it right down to and with human beings, especially these days, they are very unpredictable.
You know the bad thing about Cage is when that camera goes on, he knows.
Yeah.
And he is Mr. Fidgety
Yeah.
and whiny and
I have to put his
cranky and
toys up.
want to play. Yeah, he wants to be playing with his toys.
Now he's
and,
whining at me because he wants to go outside.
yeah.
Huh.
Oh well. Well, thank you,
Anyway,
Kevin,
thank you,
for
Kevin.
coming and visiting. Hopefully you can make it home before it rains.
Yeah. Well, it's a long hike.
Watch
Yeah.
that rug.
If you can make it down the stairs,
you
you got
later.
it.
Trey, you get in touch with me, young man. I ain't on Facebook no more.
Tell him how he can get hold of you.
He knows. He's got
Okay.
a number on me. So
But I mean, even besides that,
yeah.
would
Yeah.
you
We'll
Well,
Gab-
I'm on Gab. I've got
Yeah.
2,000 followers on Gab. I'm on Gab under Kevin Loving. Y'all look me up.
We'll give you his phone number. We'll put it on the get the sign. We'll write it down. And
Yeah.
a white
Yeah.
erase board.
Y'all have a
for a good time, call
good
Kevin.
summer. Good summer. I'm sure going to. I'm
Yeah.
planning on it. Ugh.
Hi, brother.
Everybody's saying goodbye, Kevin.
I'll see you
Goodbye.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna go over and get on the computer.
Yeah, and Hector Dinos, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, we got to cut this short before it gets out. Anyway, well, the storm's over.
Dave,
Kevin's on his way home.
Dave was raised by a black lab.
Yeah. So you can see we don't have any fun around here. It's an interesting place to be, and yeah, we truly are welcome. That's a nice feeling.
Super blessed, I'm telling you. Oh, what?
My mustache
What
is
do you
shaved.
want? You want up here? Come here.
Come on.
Come on up. Tell them what you want.
What do you? Does anyone have any questions for us? And we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick because I'm sure there's some videos I need to watch. Huh?
For sure.
I will, my friend.
Mikio says she doesn't have a phone. Oh, come here.
Yeah, and there's no payphones anymore, huh?
No. I haven't seen one in years. No.
I'll tell you what. There's times when I wish I didn't have a phone. 'Cause I'll tell you what. They know what I'm gonna do before I do it. They're like, "Oh, are you gonna order a chocolate shake at Sonic?" I'm turning in the driveway. I already know. It's crazy.
That sounds like a great idea.
A chocolate shake? No. Look at me. I was down to 140 pounds. Boy, I gained that back. I gained back I'm double that now.
Mikio says she'll Morse code him.
Smoke signals.
She said that already. I'll send smoke signals. Anyways, we do have a video coming for you. We're gonna shoot it tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna start it tomorrow, and if it's not raining, we're gonna get the drone up and.
Which you guys, I've had that drone for a year in December, January, whatever, and I've not ever used it. You guys don't have any drone footage, so I get nervous putting it up though.
Yeah, but it flies real good though.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is almost the size of a helicopter. It's huge.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
Doug says he has COVID weight gain. Mikio does have a ham radio. There you go, Mikio. That'll work.
Kevin has a ham radio too.
Does he really?
Yeah. Gotta go, guys.
All
Thanks
right,
for
JT.
keeping me company. Joe's
Tell her
at
we
work
said hi.
right
Thanks
now.
for
God
tuning
bless
in.
you both. Thanks, JT, man. Have a great evening.
I heard from Heidi today, by the way.
Yeah. We were having lunch and she called.
Yeah. When are you coming towards the Rockies, Teresa?
We're going to Montana. We're going to be up by Glacier National Park at Rollins RV. It's right on a little lake there, well, big lake there. So we'll be there for the summer, and we'll be working the restaurant.
And they have a butcher shop too.
Yeah, but we're not going to be there. I don't think we're going to be doing the restaurant. Darla will be cashiering, and I'll be cooking, and so that means I got to. Everything's got to go. Got to get all cleaned
We'll do
up.
a video on that.
I don't like eating food with hair in it either, so I'll make sure that I'm all trimmed up, so it's not a big deal.
Marcia, we do still have our property, and we're trying real hard to get somebody to do something on it, but
Yeah, I called the contractor
stalled
today
out.
that's supposed to bulldoze, and as you've noticed, we've been talking about a lot of rain here, and Cage, and that's
No,
been
not yet.
that's been a real problem because it's. Although I mean, Kevin works in the mud. I don't know why a bulldozer wouldn't work,
I don't
but
know. But anyway,
we
Yeah.
have a lot of dirt that needs to be moved, and we're going to level off a big spot. And the ultimate goal is going to be a 40 by 60 building with a 16-foot wide overhang, so that when people come to visit, they'll have a full hookup spot, just like we have underneath cover, and that way if it rains or hails or whatever it is, you're out of the weather. We're open on three sides, but we're covered up pretty good on the top, so it makes it nice. So very nice, and full hookups, and you can't beat it, man. I mean, Kevin's really
Trey says
done
he's
out
going to
for us.
go. It's only 6 hours away. RV or no RV, he'll see us this summer.
All right.
It'll be so awesome.
Yeah, I guess they're changing the rules there at Glacier National Park. Something
Says they go every year.
I don't know what the deal is, but I guess you have to have like a reservation to drive that road now. So I don't know.
Check into that.
But what we're gonna be like 30 miles away to the west. So we did Glacier National Park on a motorcycle.
Right.
So
I know you guys thought we were leaving, and Liza Jane said good seeing you. Lots of people said it was good seeing us, and we really appreciate that you guys did tune in. And I think some of you are getting ready to say goodbye, so I want to make sure we do likewise. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and so this is what we do. This is it. And I know you guys, I think you're just interested in everyday life with us. We'll try to be more consistent on that, even if it's just a drive or I don't know.
I should film me in the
Replacing a light
morning.
bulb.
I look really good when I wake up. Oh, my hair's like this.
I want ratings to go up, not
Yeah.
down.
I look really good with my teeth out and all that stuff.
Kevin, I'm going to Bill and Darla's place permanently as soon as they get it souped up enough. Come on, Kevin. All
Well,
right,
you know,
so-
the thing about it is Kevin's been so hospitable to us. So
and Julie.
and Julie,
Very
yeah.
much so.
And the thing is when we get our place set up, of course, Kevin will always have a spot, you know.
Yep.
But yeah,
I just don't think it's far enough. Away from chores.
Yeah, it's a half a day pulling a trailer.
Well, maybe.
So it's 110 miles or something like that. So
Thanks, Mikio, for asking people to smash the like button. And we'll see you later, Mikio. Thanks for tuning in. We're 23 now, and I'm buffering.
yeah,
I don't know why. Anyways,
I'm not.
you it?
I'm not buffering though. So you're probably on something else. All right. Well, I guess no one's got any good questions for us. So,
Although, Dave did say macerator question
oh,
mark.
macerator question mark. A macerator is something that you put on your outlet of your septic tank, and it's like a garbage disposal, and it will you put up to 100-foot garden hose, and it grinds everything up and
It processes.
it processes, and it actually will pump stuff a little bit uphill too. So we've used that when we go to our daughters in Montana and my sons in North Carolina. They have cleanouts, but they're far away, and so I just leave the hose. And you just want to make sure that you save up gray water so you can.
Right. Kevin says he's slowing down the internet. He's ratcheting us back.
Is he?
It's the park Wi-Fi. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Look, he's got a little wrench on there.
Yeah, because he's a moderator for us.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
Well,
made our
Kevin, get rid of
troll-
that Kevin Loving guy.
We made our troll our moderator. What's wrong with us?
That's what I like about our channel. We have great people. We have
We
great
do.
people that watch us and stuff. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down.
Yes,
Is that good with you?
it's good with me.
Good with you, Cage?
He gave up. He was
Let's see.
wanting to go outside, and he's given up.
Are you ready? Are you ready
Get it.
to?
You got it? No,
There we go.
put your hand.
I think
There
I
he
got
is.
it. There he is. All right.
Oh, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. See you soon. We'll get
Thanks,
that
you
other
guys.
video going. We'll try to do one of these again before too long.
Have
All
a
right.
good night.
God
Good
bless,
night,
folks.
everybody.
Bye.